to fashion students, sex workers, and Sinead O'Connor.
So now that y'all's favorite has said something, are you ready to have the conversation? Yeah. The conversation I'm referring to is the intersection between the S work industry and every other leftist movement there is out there. The conversation I'm referring to is the fact that if you continue to rail against S workers and the industry alike, you're a Nazi. You're a fascist. You are anti-feminist. You are, in fact, anti-feminist. I can explain to you why, but I don't feel like it right now. I'm kidding. I will explain to you a little bit what I have time for and what I feel like giving you. Okay? First, let's start with this alt bop house conversation that I keep seeing going all around. Y'all are losing your mind. First of all, I think y'all have lost the plot when it comes to the punk community and the alt community, okay? Punk, goth, all that, it comes from the same place. It comes from leftist movements. It is an integral part of leftist mentality. You cannot say in one sentence that you're alternative and that you hate the S work industry and da-da-da-da-da, all that crap. Are you just a conservative in goth clothing? That sounds like what you are. It sounds like the S work industry is at the intersection of so many leftist movements, as in disability rights, labor rights, the problem with domestic violence, the patriarchy as a whole. Okay? I need you to understand that fascism, patriarchy, white supremacy has tricked you into thinking that railing against an industry that for a long time was run by, guess what? This color men. These men. AKA the patriarchy. Yeah, that. When you say that you support S workers, but you don't support the industry, first of all, you sound fooly as hell. Second of all, how do you suspect that you are, number one, even a good person? Number two, how can you call yourself any kind of leftist, feminist, etc., when you don't realize that trying to destroy the industry that other people work in, that you don't, okay, is going to destroy people's lives? A lot of S workers are disabled and unable to do a 9-to-5 job comfortably without a bunch of accommodations that a 9-to-5 workplace just does not support. And especially in this political climate right now, we have even less support. A lot of S workers chose to get into this industry to escape things like domestic violence, to escape poverty. Remember what I spoke about with the labor rights movement? It's not just that S workers need labor rights, which they do. It's also the fact that there are no accommodations for us as not us as in the S workers, but for you, for you who gets up and goes to the 9-to-5 job. Our rights are very closely entwined with yours. When they try to take our rights away, they're also taking your rights away. We're the canary in the coal mine. We keep repeating that. Listen to it. You can say all you want that you hate the industry, but first of all, you're not working in it. Second of all, the creation of OF, many vids, LF, things like that, allowed S workers to get out from underneath these men who were running the industry and exploiting women, femmes, queer people in general, people in general. It allowed these S workers to leave those industry people and create their own businesses, independent businesses. And now you guys who are talking about you're a feminist, you're a leftist, you're a da-da-da-da-da. No, you're not. No, you're not, boo-boo. You're a conservative. You're a Nazi in a dress. Because if you cared about women, if you cared about femmes, if you cared about the disabled, if you cared about domestic violence victims, if you cared about people who were in poverty, if you cared about people who were exploited in the S work industry, you would be joining us in the fight, not trying to destroy us, not trying to destroy the industry. You would be listening to us. You would be joining the fight with us to get us protections and not have our only sources of income, a lot of times, taken all the way away. You are trying to force people into further poverty. You are trying to force people into further violence because they will not have any protections left. I will be working on a long form video on all of these topics on my YouTube channel, or on the Kinky Cafe's YouTube channel. That is at Kinky Cafe LLC, cafe with a K. If you want to listen into that conversation, if you want to join that conversation in the comments, head on over to YouTube, find our page, subscribe, and make sure to put those notifications on for when this video actually pops up. I'm not going to give you an exact date because, again, I have ADHD. I do everything on my own. You got to bear with me sometimes, but if you are interested in that, please show the channel some love. I could really use the support as well. So yeah, and there's lots more to watch over there and lots more coming. So yeah. Anyway, discuss in the comments. Leave a comment. Say something about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Just, try not to crash out. Try not to crash out in the comments, because I know that some of y'all love to tussle. So yeah, try not to crash out. Okay? Love you. Bye.
Oh, I'm feeling low again. Ain't shit I owe to them. They don't wanna let it go. Oh, I'm feeling low again. Ain't shit I owe to them. They don't wanna let it go. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't know how to treat me, no. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't know how to treat me, my soul. You say you don't know how to treat me now. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't know how to treat me now. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't know how to treat me now.
I've been struggling really hard. I've been struggling a lot with my ADHD. And while I have been looking into a few non-stimulant options for managing it, I'm still very weary of medications for ADHD. So instead, I have just recently become obsessed with this clutterbug lady. She's this little white woman, and she got diagnosed with ADHD when in her 40s, like at 40. And she's medicated for it now, but her business is all about getting people with ADHD organized, or getting people in general organized. But she helps a lot with people who have ADHD, and she helps a lot to kind of like break down the way that our brains work to assist us in our organization efforts, and to help us to like train ourselves to do things differently. So now I think I'm going to follow her advice, and I'm going to figure out a schedule that works for me throughout the week that isn't so rigid, because I don't think that a rigid schedule works for me, and never really has, except for when I'm like working with other people or working for someone. Working on my own is difficult, but but I can't fucking give up now. Like, I refuse to let my business die. I refuse to let things just fizzle out because I am struggling with my mental state or with neurodivergence. Another thing that I've been struggling with, honestly, to be honest, is still some, still some PTSD when it comes to the white queer community. I'm not gonna lie. Being black, being born a black woman, black female, it has found me in this spot where I have to fight for everything so much harder than anyone else around me. My whole life I've had to fight to prove myself where other people don't have to prove themselves at all. I've had to fight to disprove things where other people don't even need to make excuses for the way that they are, or the way that they say things, or the way that they move, or anything like that. It's been really difficult to gain access to resources, to things that I need. I think that sometimes people believe that, like, for instance, the Kinky Cafe is just some, like, fun thing that I'm doing. And it's like, it's not. I need support, and I need, like, as much as it's cool that there are some people who support me and follow me and things like that, I still don't feel the same kind of support for my business or anything that I'm doing, as opposed to the white queers all over this place. I kind of feel stuck a little bit, because I feel like upstate New York is not the place where I belong, not the place where my business and my dream, my whole life, I'll call it, because I don't like calling the Kinky Cafe a business, because it's literally my life. It is literally my life. It's my baby. It's my whole thing. COVID took my regular job. Like, COVID took a lot of things, and during that time, I built the Kinky Cafe for myself, and I can't just let it go by the wayside. But just to be totally honest, every day it feels like I'm in this struggle to, like, to kind of find a place where I do belong, because like, where are my people? Where are my people? And especially when it comes to racial things. Like, a few years back, I went through something really traumatic, and I don't care what anyone who sees this and thinks that was not traumatic to me is a racist asshole. Is a racist bullshit asshole. And if you think that was not traumatic to me, you have some soul searching to do. Because you're not as woke as you think you are. And just ever since then, it's been kind of a struggle to be able to trust certain community. And I don't want it to be that way, because it's like, as long as you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. As long as you don't harbor negative energy or ill will toward me, I'm cool with you. I am fine with you. If you, for some reason, harbor some sort of negative energy for me, I don't need you around, because why? I don't get it. I honestly, genuinely do not understand why some people just wake up one day and they decide that they hate me. For whatever weird ass internalized bullshit fucking reason that they have. You know? But anyway, my point is, everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome at the Kinky Cafe. Everyone is welcome at the Kinky Cafe. With the Kinky Cafe. Yes, I'm going to put black people first. Yes, I'm going to put people of color first. Yes, I'm going to center people of color and especially black people and their experience in BDSM. Because of our history. Because why would I not be qualified for that? I am more than qualified for that. And I'm always going to put black people first. I'm always going to put black people first. It doesn't matter. I'm aware some people like to judge me because my partner's white. Or I've had white partners in the past. That doesn't make me any less black. Like, I hope you understand that, right? Like, it doesn't make me any less black. Like, I woke up like this. I was born this way. Like, been chocolate my whole life. Been chocolate my whole life. Nothing takes away the fact that I am black. Nothing ever will. So I will always center black people. But everyone is welcome. Why don't I feel it in return? Why don't I feel it in return? I am so sick of, like, witnessing what I think is cognitive dissonance. I think it's cognitive dissonance. I don't think the white queers even know that that's what they're doing. I don't know if they even understand that that's what's happening. But yet, they gatekeep everything. They're always at the forefront of everything. And, like, I keep seeing all these videos popping up. Apparently, Madeline Pendleton on TikTok, that from day one, I said that girl had the most annoying voice, first of all. And apparently, she is non-binary. I didn't know that. I didn't know that until they whatever apparently started going in on Cat Black. Why would you attack Cat Black? Why would you attack Cat Black? I'm so tired of the bullshit. Cat Black has done way more for the community as a whole than you ever have, Madeline. With your fucking annoying ass voice. I cannot stand a fucking white queer like that. I cannot. And I started following that person, like, after I had already seen a bunch of their videos. Because at first, my instincts told me that this is that type of person. Like, I was getting this weird energy from them that was just like, something's off about this person. This person speaks like those queers that I don't like. Like those, that type of white queer. But I gave them a chance. I followed, and I liked a few videos and whatnot. And now I'm looking on there and I'm like, oh, so I was right, is what you're saying. So I was right. So my instincts were correct, because my instincts are always fucking correct, and I need to stop. But I don't know. I keep seeing these videos pop up about why are white queer spaces so racist? Why are white queer spaces so hostile to black people? I don't know. I don't understand it, and I don't understand how people who largely call themselves feminists and things like that cannot realize when they're not being intersectional, when they're not actually exercising as much like social equity as they might think they are. I'm over it. Anyway, I'm gonna try a new schedule where I do certain things on some days, do other certain things on other days, etc., etc. So that it kind of like breaks stuff up. It'll be fine. Hopefully. Wish me luck.
Transitioning has a privilege that you should recognize when you walk through spaces.
I should probably turn this down. Hold on.
What if it doesn't do? What if I doesn't do? I thought it was so funny. They, in the response video, they said, non-binary people don't owe you androgyny. And it was what? Lord. Okay.
To a trans
there's like word that's true, right? But
to a trans woman? Girl, are you fucking serious?
Something disingenuous to say to distract the conversation, to derail the conversation. I feel like that same sentiment is there where people who want to be with the movement but still I think hold some of the fears you were talking about with white people or non-black people, where it's like, well, Angela Davis is
Bro.
And there's, it's still like, find it difficult knowing as a black person how to like trust, I guess. Like, I'm like, because it can
So I ordered this a while back, and then it got stuck at the post office or something. I don't know. They wouldn't send it. So I had to contact the seller again.
Experience,
and they sent me the whole
the average person. I mean, I
thing
spent a lot
plus
of
a
time
few
in my
extra seed
working on
packets.
farms last year. I met some amazing people, but also I met a lot of people who I think showed their ass. And people do.
I can't wait.
Flash a little ass.
So there are so many seeds in this. It's fantastic. And I also got my little greenhouse set up
I feel like I really
thing. I don't know. They're like,
I think a lot of it
grow
is
plants.
like avoidance.
I mean,
honestly, I think it's avoiding the real work because it's one thing to be.
They're like grow pods or whatever.
The diversity, equity, and inclusion.
They're like mini greenhouses.
Where it's like
and I have.
There was so
there are
much
5
so
of
many
them.
LinkedIn posts, so
wanna
many
set those up, and I
infographics,
wanna
and then
look
in the
at
blink of an eye,
what
the system
seeds
that
I
has
have
always
and
existed
see
and
what I can
continues
start
to
in
exist
here.
are stripping those
Probably
rights
start
away
with,
one
like,
by
lettuce
one,
and things
where
like
they're
that.
coming for our healthcare, they're coming for our education, and all of those things exist largely outside of the digital sphere. Those are things that are happening on the ground in our real life, where it's like you walk into a school, you walk into a clinic, they're gonna charge you $300. That's some real life shit, right? And I think it's easier to say the right things and learn the script than to understand that and feel that and feel that in your body and confront how you might be a part of it. And I think a lot of
Sugar
people
daddy
don't
peas, okay,
want to
sugar
do that
daddy.
because it is hard.
Okay,
and bad,
sugar daddy.
and it's,
Georgia
it's
Southern
not fun,
collards.
you know. And I think that social media kind of gives us this
Frosted
quick
pickling
fix where it's
cucumber.
like
You know
we can
the
say the
only
right
thing
things,
is
or
like
even corporate spaces or
I thought
institutions
I
give
ordered
say,
a
okay, as long as you
farmer's
say the
almanac
right
and
things and say like,
I
we
don't
don't
know,
really
I guess
androgyny kind of
not.
regurgitate these catchphrases that have been popularized on social
but-
media. You're kind of reaching increasing levels of abstraction where it's like every time you're repeating it, it becomes this abstract slogan or idea where all the while this is happening, third world people, black people, poor people, working class people are fighting for the material tools for their survival and liberation. And I want to see more of those
I'm excited.
conversations
I'm gonna keep
happening
looking at this.
as
I'm
opposed
gonna
to
keep looking
like,
at these.
being like
just got a call from the school counselor. The bus, what's it called? The transportation department or whatever the fuck. The bus people, okay, the bus people for the school district, called her back, in response to the situation with my son, last week. And apparently they were already on this woman's case. Like, they were already suspicious that she's been singling my son out and the other black boy with ADHD out on her bus. And they spoke to her and they were like, what was the reason for this escalation of the situation? Why would you call for support at the school when they watched the whole video? They watched the whole video from multiple different angles. The head of transportation and the school counselor, and they were like, there was no reason to escalate that at all. Like, he wasn't doing anything. He was self-soothing himself. He was distracting himself. He's not disruptive. He's just sitting there. He's sitting there drawing. Why do you have a problem with my kid sitting there fucking drawing? I swear to God, I cannot stand the bullshit. I can't stand the bullshit. Why is it always got to be a white lady? Why is it always got to be a white lady? Tell me. Like, I've dealt with old black ladies that were ignorant and shitty to my child as well because of old-fashioned gender roles that they adhere to and browbeat people with their fucking religion. But this is different. My kid was literally just sitting there minding his own fucking business. It's because he was using a marker. He was using a marker that you deemed too strong. And you told him that it was giving you a headache. So he shut down and dropped his stuff on the seat next to him and crossed his arms, because I'm sure by that point he's so frustrated that she keeps singling him out and he's not doing anything on the bus. He's told me about this. He said that he'll be asking her something or saying something to him, and he has to repeat himself 3 and 4 and 5 times before she fucking responds. But with everybody else, she's fine. Something sounds fishy to me. Something sounds fishy there. Anyway, so the head of transportation gave her a pack of markers to keep on the bus and was like, next time if he's using a marker that is giving you a problem or giving you a headache, just give him these others to use. Here, now you have something. What was so hard about that? What was so hard about that? You don't realize that you're treating my son differently? You don't realize that Cam is being treated differently? What's wrong with you? I'm telling y'all bitches. You might can fuck with me. You can't. But don't fuck with my son. Okay? Okay? I will fight a bear. Barehanded. About my son. No weapons. I'll skin that bear alive. With my bare hands. Over my son. Fuck yourself. just gonna have to improvise for right now. But finally made content today. It's not my whole outfit that I was wearing. There wasn't much of one, but I'm trying to. Bear with me, y'all. That is coconut oil. That's coconut oil. It's coconut oil. Okay. Bear with me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Good enough. So, yeah, I finally made some content today, and I'm trying out my new method of organization to keep myself on track day to day. And I did get, a spicy video made and whatever. I got another spicy video edited. So progress. I even made a reel today for Instagram, on Instagram. So I can't say that I didn't accomplish anything. Definitely can't say that. I can say that I didn't do everything on my list for today. And I didn't do some things that I was hoping I would do. And now I'm getting rid of this makeup, and it's making me really sad because, I could have gotten more content out of this makeup look, but it's okay. I need to stop getting on myself for the minor details. I'm too much of a perfectionist. I'm too much of a, I always want to get everything done all at once, and I always want to, get it done perfectly the first time, or at least from beginning to end every time. And sometimes that's just not, sometimes that just doesn't work. Sometimes you just don't have the time to do that. And a lot of times I'm just putting more pressure on myself than I need to. But I am trying. I will get better day by day. Hopefully I can get this sleep schedule a little more regular as well. I want to take a trip to New York soon. Unfortunately, I don't have as many resources as I used to, aka my service submissive and fine sub. That thing. It's even thinking about trying to get back into that game and get back on posting content regularly and even keeping up with my social media presence. It's a lot. It's a lot. I look crazy. It's fine. Okay. And if anybody has some bullshit to say about blackface, I am black. I got a black face. Stupid. Anyway. Damn it, I got makeup on the toilet. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a shower now. If I take off my shirt on YouTube, I'm gonna get shut down. Excuse me, if I take off my binder, I guess. But, so, Good night. So I'm on my way. Oh my god, that's loud. Up in the city in a tuk-tuk. That song is fucking stuck in my head so hard. I've been listening to it on repeat. I'm on my way to Jace's, on my way to Jace's school, because we have his IEP meeting today, and I'm hoping that they can, help out. According to his teachers and the counselor and all of that, he's gotten better about emotional regulation and things like that when it comes to school, but that's usually what happens. Like each year during the summer he ends up a little off and then comes back to school, and there are problems in the first few weeks or whatever while he's getting adjusted, and then he'll settle in. But I just want to make sure that he has knocking down so many trees. Anyway, I just want to make sure that he has safeguards to make sure that people aren't being shitty to him, because he might do things a little differently, but he still gets things done, and he's not a bad kid at all. He is the sweetest, kindest kid, and he minds his fucking business, man. He for the most part, he minds his business, but he's also very friendly and very used to getting all the attention, getting the comfort that comes with that attention. Can you maybe speed up a little bit, so we can get a move on with our day? I should have passed you, because now I might be fucking late because your ass decided to fucking slow the fuck down and move as slowly as fucking humanly possible. I have 5 minutes to get to this goddamn school. Let's go. Fuck. Anyway, yeah, I hope it goes well. I'm a little worried that they might be well, he seems fine now, and then they say he doesn't need an IEP. But I think he does need an IEP, not because he's struggling extra hard in his schoolwork or anything like that. It's just his social emotional state is a little iffy at times. And I just watched TikTok about this black woman was talking about how teachers are afraid of Gen Alpha because they're not very well socialized, they don't have manners, they are not very empathetic, and they're very self-centered. And she was saying that she thinks that the problem is that parents need to pay more attention to their kids, and we're not teaching our kids at home. Those are all great points, but the problem at the end of the day is the fact that we have to change the system. It's always going to come back to the fact that we need to change the system because we've allowed it to get here. Parents don't have time or energy to teach their kids. They don't know half of the shit that is coming out of the schools right now. I have to Google most of the shit that they're doing right now. Even the math is different. Since when does math change? I thought that math didn't change, and that was why people really love numbers sometimes. But Like now, you know, and on top of that, who has the time to be teaching their kids at home when you've got 4 different jobs just to be able to pay your fucking bills on time? Where's the time gonna come from? Where's the energy gonna come from? We have to fix the system. We have to fix the system. We have to change it so that we have this time, so that we have these resources, so that we have the capacity to be trying to teach a kid at home. That's why parents are like, teachers are getting paid to teach our kids. We're getting paid to be away from our kids and working all the fucking time. That's why Gen Alpha is struggling. And it's really fucking sad because I see it. I see it. Some of like the stuff that they're playing on their iPads and their electronics and all that shit, like the cartoons. You know, she brought that up too, and I'm like, we had salad fingers and happy tree friends and shit like that. Like, so it's not super different, but it does seem to me like everything that they're involved in, everything that they play, everything that they read, everything that they watch on TV is literally based in violence. Like, literally. There are games where you just beat the shit out of this dummy and stab the shit out of this dummy. You like flush it. You can do whatever you want to this dude. She said to look up skibbity toilet. I don't know what the fuck that means. I didn't know that it was a video. I feel old now, but whatever. Whatever. I'm gonna look my age. Anyway. But like, everything is like horror themed or like something strangely like scary, you know? Like I'm in love with the fact that my kid plays Minecraft all the time. Like, at least that's tame, you know? But yeah, that's just the situation for all parents right now. We don't have the time, we don't have the fucking energy, we don't have the fucking resources because of shit like this administration. Because of shit like this administration! I hate it! Anyway. I'm here at this school. So, let me figure this out now. Probably look at both sides. I want to go to Thailand real bad. I need a subby out there to start sponsoring my travel again. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. So, I just got done. It's mad loud. I just got done with the IEP meeting for Jace. And turns out he's ineligible because he is a fucking genius. Yes. Yes, Lord. That's my baby. Okay, that's my baby. My baby's too smart for the fucking IEP. Okay, bitch? Okay, bitch? Alright? He's just bored. Like, he's just bored. And he shuts down when he's not interested in something. But he has a higher than average IQ, first of all, and his cognitive skills are great, but, so the teachers are gonna, like, put together a meeting or something, just to, what is going on? Why is there a backhoe? Not a damn backhoe.
is going to take 20 years before we get through the street. Anyway, so basically now they're saying that, you know, they have to rise to his standards to figure out a way that they can get him performing at peak, because right now it seems that his biggest issue is that he gets bored and then he doesn't want to do something because he's not as interested in it as he is in art. I'm telling you, like, this kid is going to be an engineer or like an animator or something, because he just made a few animations, and like with this little program that he has access to, and it's so cool. Like, my kid is making cartoons, and he understands the concept of the animations and like frame by frame drawing and like stuff like that, and he's so, like, they said that when it comes to things like putting things together, he's like hyper aware of the parts to assemble things or to like put things together in that way. Basically, just agreeing with what my uncle had already said, my uncle who's an engineer. My uncle said that it seems like he would be great at being an engineer, because he's so good at like knowing how things are put together, basically, or like seeing the little pieces of the big picture. Like, he's really good at that. So I'm not mad at it. They're gonna amend his 504 so that like he gets certain accommodations in school, and that's the reason he has a 504. It's because it's basically like the emotional stuff. He shuts down. He doesn't want to do stuff because it's not interesting to him. And that's his biggest issue. So he doesn't necessarily need like specialized instruction. It's that you need to get him motivated. So they're gonna amend his 504 so that people understand how to approach him in the first place, so that he can learn at peak skill, which is where he's at. Like, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I noticed today, I'm just a pervert, I'm sorry, but like, I just noticed today that his teacher's got a dunk on her. Like, she's tiny and got a dunk. I'm just saying. But anyway, that's just me. That's just me. It has nothing to do with my kid. I'm sorry. I'm a pervert. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Yeah. Don't judge me. Okay. Anyway, you can judge me if you want. Judge your mama.
Eyes watching me, I got them bitches mad, damn. 2:33 and I'm still going hard, damn. I'll buy a building just to burn it down, damn. Phone keeps on ringing but ain't calling back, damn. Eyes watching me, I got them bitches mad, damn. Yeah, bitch, but no cuppa. Got them hidden, made a cuppa. Stick or chopper, got a aim, smell a bluffer like a cuppa. Check her go, let the anger flow. It got in the muscles, fuck they feelings. Fuck the green, got sick of fakers. With my chapter, cut but cap. Cheap couple, chains on couples. She's no clutter, no pain. Shut Gucci line and slices up. She's on top of wages. I've been going places, a departer in Tahiti, packed to bump.
So, I just want y'all to see the texture of this goddamn stain remover, okay? I couldn't spray it. For some reason, the sprayer was broken. But like, please look at this. What is that? Why is it like that? Why is it like that? Ah!
Yeah, realistically, back down can be put in the ground, baby. Feel deep down with the shame and the doubt. Pinch yourself, bitch. I just had it. Burn it down, write it. Hit it like a target. Bug on bug when I'm a cute. Could the end up in it, riding in
Honestly, I thought that this would have an issue and that it wouldn't hold up over the summer, but we survived. Lovely. This one is obviously very terrible. It was like an old bookshelf or something like that, and the like paint is peeling off of it, all that shit. Last year a bunny got in there or something and destroyed stuff. This year we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I'm also supposed to be expanding on this. The problem is all these weeds come up, the roots for this, I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but they go really, really deep. It's hard to get anything out of here permanently. But I think I will, however, use a lot of these leaves that have obviously been composted for the most part at this point to cover up my garden beds this year. Look at my poor enclosure. The quick weather changes last year, plus my schedule, meant that I couldn't really clean up in here the way that I wanted. But this year, I plan to, I don't know if I want to turn this into a greenhouse or what. I feel like I could make it happen if I get enough plastic and put a roof on it. But I would have to put a roof on it. And I need to put a door on it this year. And I never got around to that. I just need to take a fucking minute because, man, this fucking morning was rough. I thought I was getting ready to make content. This was me getting ready to make content. Not to have to go out in public somewhere. Like, then I realized when I was almost done that I have this appointment to go get my passport renewed. Not renewed, replaced, because the fucking thing expired and I didn't make the deadline. So unfortunately, to just get it renewed. So I just went to the county clerk's office, but first I fucking get turned around because I forgot all the fucking paperwork for the thing that I fucking left for in the first fucking place. So I turn around, I go get the fucking paperwork, still forgetting, still missing shit, but that's neither here nor there. I get back here, have to find parking. Now I'm half an hour late. So I'm like, I get out of the car, I'm like rushing to get to the fucking building. I'm like, my keys dropped, my fucking, what else dropped? Like, my keys dropped, something else dropped, like, everything's like coming up, the fucking hat flies off my head. Okay, at the time, as you saw, I was wearing my do-rag, and I still had the clips in my head, cause I had just retwisted my hair, so I wasn't expecting to take anything off today, especially since I already had the passport pictures taken. And now I gotta go get my money back because those passport pictures were rejected because they were too dark. So now I'm in the county clerk's office. Hold on. Backwards a little bit. As I'm trying to approach the office in the first fucking place, I tripped on the sidewalk, fall down, fucking scrape up my damn hand. You can't see that. There it is. Scrape up my damn hand. I broke a fucking fingernail. I don't even think that this happened just now. I don't think it happened when I was going into the building. I think it happened just now when I get back into the car after all that shit. Right? When I'm in the office, I realized that number one, I didn't bring the fucking application with me. Number two, when she had to retake the fucking pictures because my pictures were too dark. So now I gotta go back to CVS and get my money back because that was $16 whole, bruh. $16 whole, and they didn't charge me anything extra. Actually, they charged $7. And that's just it doesn't change the price of that you have to pay for the processing anyway. But yeah, then I come back out here and I just snapped my damn finger into the thing. And I know there's a lunar eclipse coming up soon, but like shit. The lady in the line behind me was like, there's gotta be something in the air cause these kids is crazy right now. It's like, damn, like it's really just everything and everywhere. Like everybody's, jeez, man. Anyway, I need to, cause, because this is too fucking much, man. Too fucking much. Oh my god. So again, I need to fix this nail. Again, because of this rough ass day today. You can't even see that. Because of this rough ass day today. Focus.
Basement Systems is the all
Look at that. Before I even get the chance to paint these things, over and over again, I keep having this issue.
Call Frank's Basement Systems today for all
over and over
things
again.
basementing.
And also, I did not get content made, not spicy content anyway. I'm planning on a cool new concept that I have never done before. It's not a new concept completely, but like it's a new concept to me because I've never done it. But I think it'll turn out pretty cool. I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't know when I want to release it, so, or when I will release it, so. I can't find a block for my damn drill right now. Where the hell?
Yes, ma'am. I'll take care of it personally.
My dolls. Shh, my darlings.
Never want to be a bandage. They use me as a bandage.
Straight to the.
You stung me like a bee, and you put your sting like a piece of art, just like a piece of heart. Take a seat and have a sip of my elixir. I'm gathering my jar of heart. It's a piece of art. J'ai mal, cette atmosphère me rend dingue. Je crois que je suis détraquée. Je me suis fourvoyée. Appelez le Samy. J'ai besoin d'un tout bip. Y'a des gars dans ma tête.
He loves me, he cares for me. I'm hypnotized every time he falls on my feet.
Dear sweet case study.
I like it. I think it's too light. So, I'm gonna go darker.
Underneath that straight jacket.
Ooh, that's a nice, like, beige color. That's where I put them. Looking for.
I could be ill like a silence pain. You're my holy grail. You're my holy grail for you. I could be ill like a silence pain.
He loves me, he cares for me. I'm hypnotized every time he falls on my feet. You gotta love me like I do. That's why I put a spell on you.
Never wanna be a bandage. They use me as a bandage. Bring it on low. Is that the way it goes?
Je te crois plus, je te saccage. Ton nom, je le ravage. Quelle fois je dérapage. Moi, je suis perdu seule. C'est pas, je suis sauvage. Mais je kiffe trop faire la connasse. Je me suis fourvoyée.
Y'a des gars dans ma tête.
He loves me, he cares for me. I'm hypnotized every.
Take a seat and have a sip of my elixir, calling for my jar of heart. It's a piece of art.
late start to my day because yesterday I had the appointment for my passport and I forgot about it until too late. So, of course, when I got home, there was like no time to be making content or anything like that. I had to kind of decompress from all of the shit that had gone on earlier. And then, you know, I made a little like reel, little TikTok or whatever, but and took a few pictures, but nothing too crazy. And then today I'm trying to record this video that I had an idea for. And it's already kind of late, not gonna lie. So I'm a little worried about timing, but it's fine. I can still do this. What happened was I stayed up until like 4 a.m. last night. Why am I like not doing what I want to do with my damn eyebrows? Stayed up until 4 a.m. last night. Ridiculous. But and I got this hand done though. Like, look at it. Come on now, that's a good job. This isn't done, but whatever. And then this morning after Jace went off to school, I decided to take a little nap because I had a feeling I wasn't going to be able to function if I didn't get some kind of real rest in there. None of these pens are ever good enough to draw these little wicks on the fucking end. Like, I'm always just forced to use my spoolie to thin this out on the end here. Anyway, so yeah, now I took my nap and I got up and ate my fruit and whatnot for the morning. And now I'm going to try to record this little video once I'm done with my makeup. Get a couple other social media things done. And I am going to see, my baby's artwork was chosen to be in his school's art show. Why am I always like this eyebrow? I don't know, man. Like, it's like, I obviously have that like 90s curse where our fucking eyebrows disappear after a while. I don't know. I have like no ends to my eyebrows anymore. It's so thin that I'm really tempted to just shave the bitches off. I really am. I'm very much tempted to shave the bitches off at this point and just draw them on every day, but like, that also seems like a pain in the ass because I don't even like drawing these on every day. And I am not confident about me with a bald face. Like, I don't know. I'm confident in my face, but like, that might be a bit much.
Quarter lick up the net, I'm the shit. 100 bits on the net, shopping trip. Bad bitches never fuck with counterfeits, but the lame bitch level up and loose connects. Way the stacks, make the plan to attack. A whole wet, her career cul-de-sac.
My boy's accent, another fire track. I'ma go ham, we gon' get that bag back. Every morning 8 a.m. you bet I'm hitting the squats. So the gram look pretty with my ass on the yacht. All my bitches independent, they be making a lot. Whole crew getting litty off a couple of bops. But if I gotta chase a check, then I'm not nice. If I gotta send a threat, shoot the shot twice. And if the contract shit won't sign it, bitch, I won't sign it. If I gotta kill a hoe, I'm Mula Rambo. Eating all these bitches up like we are Nando's. But I keep it endo, smoke a Palo Santo. Swerving my kawaii little Prius, fuck a Lambo. And if you gotta throw shade, cause I'm too hot, don't forget the lemonade, number 2 scotch. Every single second looking brighter on my wristwatch. Like we at the tip top, but this is just a quick stop. I'm a dime, don't forget, hand me the cash, don't do checks. In my zone, on my flex, pass me the gas, I don't do X. All these silly little minis out of their mind, a Percocet. Sober or Heining, stay the best. But if I gotta chase a check, then I'm not nice. If I gotta send a threat, shoot the shot twice. And if the contract shit won't sign it, bitch, I won't sign it. Cause I got a lot of dope stuck in kilos. Fuck a bracket, stash it all in Puerto Rico. So if a contract shit, I won't sign it.
Freehand, okay. You know what? Let's take a look at my baby's work again. Okay.
Now this is cute.
Huh?
I like this.
That is cute. Look at
My favorite one.
colored pencil. This one's cool. That's a cool little project.
It's actually just like it coming out.
have to stick my tongue out for focus.